Hi, you're welcome to Success Tips. In this video today, we are going to be discussing about lost over result. We will majorly look at the negative impacts of lost over result, and then also we are going to be looking at how one can be able to exempt himself from experiencing such. Okay, I know some of us may be like, okay, now result is something that every other person is looking for, and result is a good thing. Then how can lost come, close to result? Like, how can those two be combined together? Now, if you have not seen a situation whereby someone obsessive too much over result that it leads to a person having a significant decrease in the level of result, I will want you to hang on to this video. It might even be that you must have passed through that and then you failed to recognize that lost over result have led you to record a significant decrease in the level of your result. By the end of this video, you will be able to understand what lost over result is, and then you will be able to play a vital role in avoiding yourself passing through such in the future time, and then also you will be able to take an action that will help you to minimize or to prevent that from happening to you. As we proceed, we need to look at what result means anyway, because some of us may not be conversant with the word result. Okay, result simply means an outcome of a decision or action, or a consequence of a decision or an action. Okay, so while consequence can be positive or negative, but in this context we are looking at the positive outcomes of decisions and actions. Okay, so result may mean something like an increase in the number of followers, it may mean an increase in a customer or a fan base, it may mean an increase in financial income, it may mean an increase in the number of businesses that you're opening, it may mean an increase in the number of houses you're having, it may mean promotion at your place of work, it may mean an increase in the level of production that you're having, it may mean an increase in the sales in your own business. So result may mean so many things to different people, depending on the area of the field, depending on their career, depending on what success means to their own field. Result is something that every other person is looking for. Now, what then can lost over result be? Okay, and then what could possibly be the consequence of lost over result? Okay, now getting lost over result means something like someone getting excessive obsession towards the result that makes a person to begin to cut corners, that makes a person to begin to ignore process, that makes a person wants to just run after the result irrespective of whether that result needs processes or not. I'm gonna give you a couple of scenarios where excessive obsession towards the result led to a significant decrease in result. Okay, so and then with that you can be able to connect and relate it to a different area depending on what result means to you as an individual or as a corporate body. Now, the first example I'm going to be giving you is related to music. Okay, so I've come across music artists where when he produced music at that certain time, he was now pushing more of his energy, to look for people to buy that music, to look for people to listen to that music. He invested 80% of his time trying to market that music, trying to push through with that music, trying to move around with the music to an extent that he even forgot the fact that his primary aim was to produce music, and he was just having 10% to look at music, while 90% of his time was more of trying to get people to buy that music, which looked like a result to him. Now, while marketing a music is not something wrong, while I'm not saying trying to market your product is something wrong, but when you find yourself trying to push more of your energy, trying to push out for a result, trying to catch up result, trying to attract too much result that will never possibly happen, instead of putting more of your energy into improving that product, into producing more of that product, then that is where lost over result comes into play. In short, he failed to understand that people get attracted to music but not dragged to come and listen to music. Okay, so he should have just switched 90% of his time to produce more better music, to look for a way to produce more music, okay, so that he can be able to roll out those music while he spends maybe 10% of his time trying to advertise the existing music. And with that, gradually his music will begin to gain attention, and then while people are now like, okay, wow, we have listened to this, we are now looking forward to getting more music from him, and then he will focus his energy to produce more music. As that music comes out again, oh wow, we have produced another music, and then people will be rushing towards that. The more the number of music he produces, and when I say music, I mean good music, better than the ones that he produced earlier, okay, the more the number of people that will get aware of his music production, okay, and then the more the number of people getting aware to his music production, and then the more the number of people that will be buying his music. But on the other way around, if he focuses more on trying to drag people to come and buy the music he has produced, instead of him to go and produce more better music, then the less the number of people that will get attracted to his music, because people have been pushed to come and pick up a product that are not being picked up from their own mind. Now let's get to the next scenario. When a person gets a job, the overall motive or the overall intention of trying to get a job is to get an income, okay, for whatsoever reason. Maybe someone wants to get an income in order to start a business. Maybe someone wants to get an income in order to take care of his family, maybe to take care of his livelihood or something like that. Now, there are instances when people get a job in a quest to get even more and more and more money, which serve as a result to them. They tend to start things like maybe stealing, things like cutting corners in order to be able to get bribery, you know, taking advantage of their office to get bribery, and maybe indulge in corruption, all with an aim of getting more results, which is more money, okay? They tend to forget about the fact that if they want to get more money, they need to build themselves, they need to add to the knowledge they're having. They forget about going for courses that will expand their knowledge on that business, which will increase their potential for promotion. But rather, they just want to pursue the result, which is money, and then with that, they just are ready to cut any kind of corner, irrespective of whether it's right or not. The point here is that because they are having excessive compulsion towards getting more money, which may result to them, and that is how they focus on just getting the money instead of them focusing on what actually brought the money to them, so they can be able to do more in that area, which will indirectly increase the level of money that will come to them. Now, I know someone may want to argue, okay, now since money means a result to that person, and then that person is creating an opportunity for corruption and fraud, and then that will lead to more money coming to that person, and it means an increase in result and certainly not a decrease. Now let me tell you this, you will not continue doing that for a long period of time. A time is definitely coming when you are going to get caught, and then you will be forced to return, including the money that you've been getting from corruption, and then which, you know, mostly when people indulge in corruption or maybe getting money from a source that is not legit, then there is high tendency for those people not using it in the right manner. And then before you know it, EFCC and all sort of maybe government bodies will come after you, and then before you know it, you are going to even lose, including the ones that you got in a very legal way. So please, I want you to take this topic very serious, because so many people have lost their livelihood, so many people have lost a major success, so many people have lost their life as a result of excessive loss of our results. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to this, and then with that, after this video, I'm sure you will be able to get a knowledge and an understanding on how not to fall a victim of that, and then on how to use the alternative way in order to build a greater life for yourself. The last scenario I'm going to be giving you in order to demonstrate what lost over result means, and then how it leads to a lesser result, is YouTube. For instance, let's say you are having a YouTube account, and then you are producing contents, and then you produce one content, and instead of you to go back and then start working on the next content, you may sit down and then start sending it to people on different platforms. Chat this one, please go and watch my video, subscribe on my channel, and then you keep on, you know, wasting your time on that particular content, and then before you know it, you have wasted like 3 to 4 months trying to market that particular content you have produced, and then before you now go back to the next content, which means you are wasting 70 to 80 to 90% of your time trying to market that particular content you have produced, and then maybe just 10 to 20% of your time trying to produce a new content. Now this is it. People, after watching a particular content, they want to see more. Okay, you know, when people get something, they want more of it. So the only way you can be able to get more result is for you to focus better on how to be able to produce more better content. You look at the previous content and then look for how to be able to improve them, and then to get more people to get attracted to your content. Okay, because if you look at all the great YouTube channels that you will see out there, if you look at their early contents, you will discover that they don't used to have much viewers, but then they keep on producing more and more better videos. They keep on improving on the level of the video content. They keep on improving on the, you know, visual content of the video, and then before you know it, gradually, if you go through it, you will discover a significant increase in the level of viewers on their content, and then of course you will see an increase in the level of subscribers on their channel, and that's how it goes. But if you switch it the other way around, and then maybe you are just having a lost over result, you are just obsessively pushing towards getting more result, and that will lead you to taking corners that will not even increase result, but rather it will make people to like, oh, I'm tired of this guy. In fact, this guy have fooled my, inbox with this his so-called video. And then I think, in fact, even if you produce new content next time, such people are going to get reluctant on even coming to your own channel. And the reality is that even people that have subscribed to your channel before will even get to like, oh, I think I need to even leave this channel. Can you now see how lost over results have led to that YouTube channel not doing better than it should have been? I will want you to take a deep look at these 3 examples that I've given and then try to relate it to your own area of field. Okay, look at your own field and then ask yourself, okay, what does the result means to me in this career? What does the result means to me in this business? And then connect it or relate it to these examples I've given to you. Then you will now understand that the basic thing for you to do is not actually to lost over result, but then to look at the things that lead to that result and then do more of those things rather than chasing after those results. Work more on those things that can lead to that result. Okay, you should spend more of your time working on those things that can attract more of those results, and then with that you will not find yourself running after results, but rather you will see more results coming to you because you have been working on the things that can attract results. I believe this video was very helpful, and I believe this video can be useful to you in order to design out yourself, to get better results rather than just getting lost over result. And if this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I will want you to click on the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell so that when the next content like this comes up, you will be notified. And then if you're a returning viewer, I would love to say thank you. Please share this video with friends, loved ones, so that they can be able to learn. And also I want you to like this video so that it will lead to us getting more wider view. Okay, thank you so much. See you guys on another video. Bye.